Dobbiamo capire se la memoria di nonno qui è stata cancellata. Andiamo a parlare con un'altra persona.
Time to go.
Eccola qua.
Someone's gone missing? Who?
Just as expected.
Praticamente hanno cancellato la memoria a tutti.
That guy you said a bunch of nice things about earlier? The one you always used to chat with. He's around 20 years old, and you said he was a kind, warm-hearted person?
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Really? You remember?
There aren't many young people who've earned that kind of praise from me. Then there's only one person who fits the bill. No doubt about it. Yeah, I just saw him leave the
Stiamo
village.
uscendo dal villaggio
There was
insieme a
someone else
qualcun
with him.
altro. A cazzarola.
Strange. Bayram seems to remember him, and apparently he just saw him? Do you think maybe it's not that there's something wrong with people's memories?
Mm.
If this person only exists in people's memories, maybe we're in someone's memory right now. Just like what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, no one remembers him, because there's been a change in people's memories. No, Baram still remembers him. If we really did travel back to a time before he disappeared, time travel is extremely difficult to perform. The current situation probably has something to do with the disturbances in the ley lines. If this person only exists in people's memories...
Right! Paimon totally forgot about the ley line disturbances. We're
Ah.
in someone else's memory. Just like how you entered your sibling's memory last time. That would also explain why we seem to be at a time before he went missing. It's a memory after all. Right. If he's someone who only exists in people's memories, then we're finally on the same turf. But didn't Bayron just say that he saw him leave the village with someone? Where should we go look for him? Who knows how long this ley line disturbance is going to... Good idea! That'll help us... We pretty much figured out that the missing villager has the ability to... Right! That! Can we try to figure out more... Like, does it maybe leave a trace that would...
If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection. That... All the memories seem to be set in or near Vimara village. But I'm still not sure if... No. There's a difference between memories that arise from lived experiences and those that... maybe not. We don't have any way to prove whether certain memories were simply forgotten or never existed in the first place. If time was allowed to pass within the false memories, there's a higher chance they might conflict with someone's original recollection.
No wonder! All this time and the sky hasn't changed a bit! That must mean time isn't passing! That's the tell of the fake memory! The implanted memories are
Monologo
basically
di fatti
taking place
24 ore nel
outside
giornale.
of... If the memories included the regular passage of time, It would be easy for, like there could be overlap or something. People might start to wonder why they remember doing two different things. That's why he makes sure the memories take place at a specific
We thought Chief Amadea forgot about the missing villager, but it turns out... No. The color of the sky. The color of the sky. Dainsleif had memories implanted into his mind. No. That... The color of the sky.
Oh, right! That's exact.
Come to think of it, every time we talked, it always seemed to be around dusk. Just like right now. Time always passed by really slowly. Even when it...
Ecco perché lei ha detto che il sole era
That
sempre...
has to be it. This is definitely Atosa's memory. Yeah, that's what...
So, you see, Granny Jahiet was a mercenary when she was younger. Oh, there I go again. Always talking about my own things. Do you maybe have anything you want to share? It's okay if you don't. You...
Oh, I think you're an incredibly strong and thoughtful young woman. You'll meet many amazing people and live a very happy life. You won't miss someone like me.
Huh? Are those your friends over there?
Oh, right. This version of Atosa hasn't met us yet.
Friends? I guess you could say that. It must have taken them a lot of effort to find me. So, I should see what they need.
Another time, huh? Yeah.
It's nice to see you, Traveler. I believe this is the first time we've met.
Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners of Conrad. No. The founder of the Abyss Order. No. The founder of the Abyss Order. Dane's brother. One of the 5 sinners. Dane's brother.
Mi sono cantate le canci, fate caso.
Born into abject sorrow.
È
He shall
Caribert
now
allora.
be your Caribert Alberic.
Oh. You know me? That's quite the surprise. Oh, I see. It was the memory, wasn't it? This is Atosa's memory. I came here to say goodbye to her. But I suppose I'll just leave her a message instead. Come.
Ecco. A posto siamo. Oi, cos'è sto posto?
I suppose you could call it the realm of my consciousness. It's nothing. I still have enough strength to play the part of a good host. I've always hoped that I'd get the chance to talk to you like this. Extreme sorrow and pain. Hope and regret coursing. Father told me that once I possessed all those elements, but despite his intentions for me, I never truly became the Luma. In truth, I died the moment I set everything in motion. The person you see before you now is nothing but a As for your question, the Luma Fate is a device capable of weaving ley lines. In its primitive form, it can only be used to create and implant memories. But once fully completed, the moment it gains the power to weave ley lines, it loses, but it also becomes a tool that can change the entire world. Yes, I have the ability to control the loom in its semi-completed form. After all, its existence cost me my life. Ah, that. I was wrong to implant those memories. I just wanted them to feel like I want, as if I know what you must be. Why would I do something so meaningless? But I just couldn't accept it. I had to know what it would be like if I had my own life. Chief Amadia, Baram, Granny Jahiat, Atosa. What would it be like if I could live alongside them? I was curious, so even if that meant piecing together the version of myself that could have been. I know it sounds stupid. After all, my life and any chance at living was stripped away from me when I was 8 years old. My consciousness, left to mature in an illusion. Even the form you see before you was nothing but an invention based on my father's appearance. I know. But there's not. If I could exist in the real world, I would return without a second thought and surprise them with this. I know. Captain Dainsleif. Twilight Sword, you mean? No need to meet up with him. Exactly. As someone who could only exist in people's memories, the fact that I'm able to talk to you, the Loom of Fate has already been completed. No need to worry about Captain Dainsleif. He's absolutely fine. The only reason he lost the eye was because Captain Dainsleif has had the eye inside his body this whole time, hasn't he? His plan was to lure the Abyss Order to a false location, capitalizing on their pursuit of the eye. He would then hand the eye to you and tell you to take it away from them. That way, Captain Dainsleif could accomplish his own goal and ensure the safety of the eye. That's right, because in his mind, before you two entered that false location.
Traveler, wait. We've no time to lose. Let's head inside.
That was when I implanted the memory of him handing you the eye. Given the tense situation at that time, Captain Dainsleif failed to notice I'm sorry, Traveler. but I needed the Loom of Fate to be completed. I promise I'm not trying to conceal anything from you, but Tevat's ley line system is deeply entrenched in the planet. Creating new ley lines can neither replace nor extend in the face of everything they could be planning. I fear I'm... In any case, I had my own use for the Loom of Fate. You remember my father, don't you? Clotar Alberic. I believe you saw him in your sibling's memory. After he used the power of the Abyss to restore consciousness to my hilichurl form, I suffered from an indescribable level of mental anguish. To comfort me, my father told me a story, that this was a fairy tale world where I had to take on the form of a little monster. That story managed to dispel my fears, even if just for a moment. My goal was simple, to use the Loom of Fate in its near-completed form. When its ability to implant a specific memory in that memory, I would tell them a story. I can't change the world. Not when I lost the very right to exist within it. Implanting those memories, all that's left of my existence is a wisp of residual. But now, the bedtime.
Looks like I was too late to see Caribear one last time.
Oh cacchio, cacchio. Cacchio, cacchio.
Caribear's consciousness is gone, and this space will soon disappear along with it. Neither of us belongs here. That's why we're not tangible. Were that not the case, I'd love to hug you too.
Wow.
Well, how about a conversation?
Porca vacca.
The chance to just stop and talk like this is certainly not easy to come by. Wouldn't... That battle earlier was tough. The one against Dane, I mean. I didn't expect that after everything, he would still hesitate to raise his sword against me. Were it not for that, perhaps I'd still be no match for the Twilight Sword. The Loom of Fate, huh? I still haven't found a way to utilize it to its full potential. But there's still time. Before the heavenly principles awaken. Yes. For 500 years now, ever since the cataclysm in Conria, there's been no sign of activity. Not long ago, you witnessed the Hydro Archon destroy her divine throne, yes?
Sì.
Such a flagrant disregard for the rules, and still Celestia took no action. I suppose that's proof enough of the Heavenly Principles situation. However, the Heavenly Principles will awaken. You could say that. Just look at Caribear. He was so pure and single-minded. The space we now find ourselves is a perfect representation of who he was. Quiet and peaceful. Even as a hilly churl, seeing the terrible sight within the mirror wasn't enough to taint his spirit. He brought comfort to the people of this world, even though he was denied the very right to be a part of it. So ask yourself this. Who was it? Of course, that's only one example. My feelings about... Lumine?
You're the only one in this world who calls me that. There's so much I wanted to ask you. But for some reason, I'm not interested in asking those questions right now. There's just one thing I have to ask. One thing I could never understand. Why? Why can't we continue our journey together?
At the end of my journey, I arrived at a place known as the Sea of Flowers at the end. Do you remember? A long time ago, when we traveled between worlds together. You told me. You wanted to find a place in the universe where that one flower was in full bloom. To have a place like that suddenly appear before me? Well, would you think of that as a coincidence?
You mean?
I miss you too, Lumine. But as this war continues to rage, and as I continue to seek that final answer, I don't even know how to face myself sometimes. Let alone my own sister.
What's going on?
This space has lost its tether. I doubt it'll be able to exist much longer. In fact, aside from our ability to physically interact with each other, there's something else you should know about this space. With Kari Bear gone, we
Nah.
won't be able to remember anything that happened here. Everything in this space will be wiped from existence, including all memory of our reunion.
You're only telling me this now?